Terry Fabulous said gangster is purple, but tonight I said gangster is yellow tonight. Gangster is yellow tonight.
Deputy Prime Minister and SLP candidate for Castries South Dr. Ernest Hilaire has publicly warned his opponent, Tommy Descartes, against linking the UWP's official party colour, yellow, with the derogatory term, gangsters. Concerns are rising that this highly charged rhetoric may normalize the romanticism of so-called gangsterism prevalent in millennial rap and dancehall popular music culture over the past 20 to 30 years. This confrontation occurs as analysts note a rise in kayfabe politics, where fictional dramatic narratives are deployed, exploiting a lack of political discernment among some young voters who may confuse entertainment with reality. Dr. Hilaire stressed that associating the UWP's colour with urban gangster entertainment is ill-advised, urging a focus on empowering youth rather than leveraging theatrical language for political gain.
He's a novice, so I guess that's quite understandable. But he's now interpreting his presence on the block to mean that he as yellow, they're controlling the gangsters, and gangster is yellow now. And I wanted to say to him that not all young people on blocks are gangsters, and blocks are not gangsters, are not place of gangsters. I mean, to interpret the young men that he meet on the block as gangsters, and because they've welcomed him and they've been very warm and receptive to him, then gangster is now yellow, is very, very misconceived.
Dr. Hilaire further cautioned his opponent. He argues that most young people in their communities are not involved in criminal activities and actually possess positive goals, pushing back against the negative portrayal inherent in the political theatre.
A lot of young men on the blocks have children. They have dreams for their children. They have aspirations for their children. They want their children to become lawyers and doctors and engineers too. They want their children, and just like they have for themselves, they have high hopes and big dreams. And to associate blocks with, gangster, and to say that, gangster is now yellow, I want to caution him that there are too many young men I know from the blocks who have big dreams. And, it was really unfortunate when I heard it. And he should not misinterpret the welcome that he's getting these days to mean that, he's in charge of the blocks and that the blocks are gangsters and they're now yellow. And I think it is really, really unfortunate. I want to tell him so.
The SLP candidate also referenced comments made by opposition leader and former Prime Minister Alan Chasney regarding gangs, reminding young people that participation in gang culture does not comply with the law.
So I'm not even sure what he means by gangster is yellow. Being part of any gang activity is illegal in this country. And I'm not even sure what his leader meant when he said that, the gangs have served a useful purpose. It's really, really unfortunate. And I want to say to many of the young men that I know on the blocks that Tommy visits, that, we don't see them as gangsters, and we don't see them as a problem in society, and we don't treat them in that way.
The Deputy Prime Minister instead urged youngsters to become members of worthwhile groups and stay away from illegal activities, encouraging them to aspire for the best for themselves and for their children, prioritizing real-life progress over electoral spectacle, what some see as kayfabe politics. Gina Filippi, HDS News Force.